Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to Only the Realist. I hope that you guys have all had a wonderful day out there, and be mindful that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. There are millions of energies on planet Earth, and without further ado, we're going to jump right in. This is going to be a life reading, and our first energies out here is the Star with the Nine of Cups. All right. So this is really good here, okay? You may feel a fresh breath of air when it comes to how you're feeling emotionally, okay? Because we have a lot of healing going on here with the Star, okay? There's this outburst of like, it feels like a congratulations to yourself, but it's more internal, right? You feel this, like, you know, when for example, like when spring is right around the corner and you feel that change of winter leaving and spring arriving, right? It's a lot of growth. A lot of growth going on. It's good. Yeah, look at that. Maybe gathering with some friends or family to celebrate some things, or just as some type of reunion to be connected again. All right, but we also have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. There's this moment of patience, right? Feels like everything is silent. But this is a healthy silence, right? It's where you're able to think and navigate with positive energy flowing. Alright. And for the others of you that just maybe you know, feeling yourself, right? Getting into a mode of transferring what used to be to what can we operate in, right? So with the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords, what was keeping you in a state of, for some of you, maybe darkness or loss of sight, right? Not being able to understand what is the direction, okay? But it was your lack of excitement, right? Your lack of attraction for what your spirit desires, right? What do I like doing? Some of you may have not liked doing anything, or you're wanting to do such things, just kind of never ignited, right? And the Ten of Swords, okay? With endings come new beginnings, and we also have the Tower, okay? So yeah, you've basically like started repairing, right? And what do we do when we start repairing things? We may have to throw away things that either no longer fits or needs to be replaced, right? And it looks like you've already decided to start, disabling and moving things around. So here with the Tower, we're going to feel that shake, that move, right? Which plants us in that direction. Okay. Yeah, you may be worried about things. It's okay. There's obviously always going to be things that are out of your control that move along the edge of our guidance, you know? So we have to be understanding to, you know, the things that we want in that timing may not arrive in that timing, and it may not arrive in that form, right? There's always a different form something takes, right? So, but we can learn through that. We have the Magician, okay? Your main focus should be the the creativity, right? The path will move, but what will you do within that time that the path is moving? And we have the Hermit, okay? With the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's this, I feel like there's this urgency to, you know, for some of you to start a family, or just to have like a more, you know, sense of peace life, or, but there's just this sense of urgency where I can see you here, you're looking for these answers, right? But it's I believe it's finding, right, that that answer. I mean, we can let these things flow through our minds on a daily basis, but there's got to be this active movement towards it, right? And of course, peace and happiness doesn't exist on a daily basis, right? You know, we can have a sense of like just that blank kind of, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just neutral, right? It's just going, you know, and then the next day you'll have something come out of the blue, and the next day you'll have a good day, and then, you know, it's so weird how life, you know, puts us in those spaces, but, you know, just balancing that out, right? And knowing that you can create through the destruction. It's okay. If you don't feel good, try to at least put it in your mind. I have something to do, you know. If you're feeling good, obviously you're able to put forth the effort without any delays, but we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're waiting for your ships to come in. This transformation needs to be sought forth. Yeah, needs to be sought after. But it's here. Just make the best of it, right? And also, you know, when you are feeling, you know, really good, try to be creative, right? Try to be, you know, write things down, make plans for things, right? These things are helpful for creating the path that you're seeking. Helpful towards bringing your ships closer in, right? have the Fool. Okay, only fools create opportunities. And we have the Six of Cups. Yeah. There's this sense of like, should I sit in comfort, or should I take the leap of faith into, you know, into the Fool's realm, where opportunities may arise if you just take the leap. Okay, and we have the Chariot. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords. So it's obvious that you've, you know, sat with yourself and created an understanding with yourself that you must progress forward. It's a good thing, you know, like to push through the things that most people would just say like, hey, let me relax a little bit. You know what I mean? But it looks like you are taking the aggressive position to move forward, to challenge yourself, to create other routes, right? We have the Temperance. Yeah. Sit and let the pieces of the answer come to you now, right? Because, you know, we can take the step, but the outside forces are what organize it to become what it is. So just take the step, because you're here at these crossroads, right? Where you've already made the decision to take the step, or you've already taken the step for whatever timeline you're on. But now is where you allow the mind to take over, so that you're able to gather the direction. The time of pause is a great time to reflect. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords with the Two of Wands. Yeah. Creation has already begun by the step that you have taken. Okay. A very precise step that you've taken, actually. It's always the wanting of creation or knowledge or wisdom, right? Knowing, understanding. You know, these are the things that grant opportunities. We should be curious. It allows us to sharpen our knives in case life brings us across an experience that may have allowed us to obtain that information. So are good steps that you've taken. Yeah. And adventure has arrived here with the Page of Wands, and we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you're being asked to wait for the answer, the message, or the sign before you proceed forward. Okay, there's something you need to capture, right? And this is the beginning of what? Passion, right? Passion that creates the drive that alters the creation, right? Anyways, guys, that's all that I have for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys have been with the gang, I love you guys so much. Monistique, and I'll catch you guys next time.